I'm privileged to work for the United Way of Southeast Louisiana, where we advocate for public policy issues and we champion providing financial resources to assist families in need.
When you talk about passing legislation, you have to remember that it's often a team effort. And the folks from United Way Southeast Louisiana were a very integral part of helping to pass Senate Bill 174, which deals with housing for victims of domestic violence. They're involved in a number of pieces of legislation that help to empower families and communities in our state.
We passed a resolution where we will try to make sure that every child in Louisiana has access to health care, health screenings, and that we try to ensure the health of our young across the state. It took a lot of energy from the United Way, just making it happen, and it is a fantastic program. I'm excited, and I'm looking forward to seeing it be expanded.
We are hoping that we can increase the earned income tax credit from 3.5% to 7%. It's been proven to be one of the best ways to help people get themselves out of poverty.
It's been wonderful to be a part of a coalition with Louisiana Budget Project, United Way, AARP, Catholic Charities, many others who are really advocating for working individuals, and in many cases the working poor who could greatly benefit from this increase.
We have a lot of partners, but they are probably our most valuable partner because they have such incredible reach into the community.
Reforming the way that we treat sexual assault victims in the state of Louisiana. We had not been doing a very good job in years past, and so it was time for a really comprehensive new policy as to how hospitals would operate regarding sexual assault victims, law enforcement, how they would operate, and then the different services that would be provided for victims as well.
We came so close this year to getting the equal pay legislation through the legislative process, but were shot down in the House committee, and it broke my heart.
On average, women in Louisiana make 34 cents less than men for the same work.
You know that we rank first in the nation as the worst state for women and children in the United States.
Evangeline Parish is 54%.
In some parishes, the wage gap is even worse. That's why Senator Ed Murray felt compelled to bring forward a plan to have equal pay for both men and women.
We're talking about applying the same wages for work that is of the same kind and of the same quality, that's equal and comparable in the skill, effort, and responsibility necessary to perform that job.
United Way has made a very good presence here in the Capitol, advocating for the issues that they support or oppose.
It's a pleasure to work with United Way. I've been knowing some of the ladies, have been working there for a number of years, but this is really the first time I had an opportunity to work with them on a particular issue. And it was very exciting, and it was very knowledgeable.
Establishing the Family Justice Centers, and I tell you, working with these very exuberating and exciting and smart ladies, Charmaine Cassiope and Kim Sport, and the entire staff has been just a wonderful experience. The United Way has a name about itself that goes back decades. They've been funding different programs, social service programs, throughout many years here in Louisiana. So legislators are very aware of what the United Way does.
Let me just say how much I do appreciate having the opportunity to work with United Way. They've been a champion for abusive situations, and having a relationship with United Way and working with them as a legislator, I believe we're going to get there. We're not there today, but I believe that there still is an opportunity for us to get there.
We've had, in the last couple of years, we've passed some significant laws as it relates to domestic violence. The advocacy group has been here vigilantly speaking out and speaking for women who has been abused. It's really insane that we live in a free society that women are abused and treated less than human by people who prey on them, people that overpower them. And we should have laws in place to ensure that our daughters and our mothers and our sisters are protected from violence.
You know, they've led on so many different community efforts. People know them as people who are committed to the communities across the region and the state, always standing up for the issues that don't necessarily have a whole lot of money behind them or a whole lot of power. But they come here with the best interest of the community and people in mind. They speak the truth, and people know that they are somebody that is respected and has credibility. The organization speaks with a voice that people listen to.
United Way Southeast Louisiana group is effective because they are tenacious, they are very thorough in their research, they're very consistent in their advocacy, and they have established a presence here at the state capitol.
We have a phenomenal website that will give you a tremendous amount of information.
I highly recommend that people go there, become knowledgeable about the issues, and then come join us next year when we come back, because we need their help.